Staffing. What a wild ride it's been the last few years. It's like every company in the country was calling staffing agencies, begging for people, and then towards the end of last year, crickets. In 2023, many people in staffing are like, hey, can someone check my cell phone? I don't even know if it's working. That's you. That pain that you've been feeling is actually your market trying to return back to normal. What is normal these days anyway? Enter our latest blog series, The State of Staffing. We've been focusing on top-of-mind staffing verticals, diving into how each one's competitive landscape is changing over time and applying real-time Lightcast data from our staffing tools as we go. Want to kick it off, or do you want me to?
You got this. Hi, I'm Elaine. I'm going to be drinking a Hop Valley Kraken Stash IPA. Hockey. I worked in a tap room, so I like to think of myself as a good beer pourer. We'll see how this goes. Oh, dang. First on our list, the tech industry. This one has been a hot topic, and the big tech layoffs that started later in 2022 captured headlines and spooked a lot of companies. But here's the thing, those layoffs, they're just a fraction of the vast tech workforce. Tech jobs are in high demand across all kinds of industries. In fact, 75% of job postings for tech roles are outside of the tech industry. And the best part, their wages are competitive, with some industries offering even higher salaries than tech employers. Take finance and insurance, even manufacturing. It tastes so good. While an overall economic downturn might be bad news for some industries, the need for their workers will persist. It's just finding where demand has shifted and learning to adapt and diversify. Next up, light industrial.
Well, that's me.
Hi everyone, I'm Hetrick, and today I'm going to be drinking a gigantic can of Modelo Gelato. This is huge. That's huge. Why did I get such a big glass? Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know how you can describe this. Let's talk about spending during the pandemic. With many people homebound, we saw a huge boost in consumer durable goods, like home building materials, workout equipment, and appliances. Raise your hand if you did a house remodel in 2020, and 2021, and 2022. With that demand, manufacturers' new orders rose 21% from pre-pandemic levels. These goods not only had to be manufactured, but shipped, stored, and distributed. Job postings for light industrial roles went through the roof. Get it? Roof, house remodel. Job postings have now fallen by a third since their peak in April of 2021, but current levels are still well above historical trends. And while demand may have fallen in some industries, pricing hasn't. In the last 3 years, advertised wages for our top occupations in light industrial staffing have grown by 30%. We call this sticky wages. So what can we learn? Although demand is changing, there is still a worker shortage, so don't compromise pricing. Observe job posting trends to know how to price appropriately and consciously diversify your customer base as consumer demand changes. I don't like it.
Now, our latest installment in our State of Staffing series, healthcare. A sector that's touched nearly every American in recent years. During the pandemic, demand for healthcare workers skyrocketed. Since the middle of 2020, demand for 17 of the top healthcare occupations more than tripled. Like never before, hospitals turned to staffing services to meet their needs and were willing to pay high prices. Over the course of a year, advertised wages by staffing companies for registered nurses increased by over 127%, topping out at $205,000. That's nuts, right? Those prices weren't sustainable. Hospitals are still facing staffing shortages, but they aren't using staffing services like they were because they can't afford to. So, what can be done? It's important to recognize the times that supported exorbitant bill rates and pay rates have passed, and for staffing companies to embrace a new partnership mindset. This means reassessing pricing models and helping hospitals develop a sustainable hiring strategy. With data and staffing insights on wage trends, job postings, and talent supply, you can approach hospitals, or any client for that matter, as strategic partners, helping them solve their most crucial problems.
You want to take this? Stay tuned for our next piece in our State of Staffing series. There are more verticals we can't wait to tell you about.
Like finance and accounting?
Yep.
Engineering?
You bet.
Beer makers?
Cheers.
Not this one. This has been Beer with Lightcast, and I've been drinking a Coors Light.